So this is about the rustic beam and purlin ceiling. This is a full rough 8x10 beam and full rough 4x8. Eventually it'll be out of S4S Doug fir, as I mentioned. So I'm going to do a pair of mortises to hold the purlin against the beam. I've already cut those. These are based on I'm using the gauge block, the factory gauge block, which is a nice feature if those preset heights work for you. So there are 4 cuts total, 4 mortises. There's 2 in the end of the 4x8, and of course 2 in the beam. I made a test cut using, well actually let me just say that the 4th cut in the beam to match the bottom of the 4x8 has to be with the plate vertical. And so I did a test cut against a cleat against a piece of plywood, and measured the offset from, because there's no adjustment here, to the cutter. So I made a cleat that offsets the amount that I need to match this cut. So I have a center line here, and I'm going to make these 2 cuts. So the one cut on the beam here is going to be center. And the other 3 cuts are going to be off of the using the 90-degree plate. And I'm using the wide setting on the mortises on the beam, so I have room for a little bit of adjustment. I use the tighter setting, which is done with this flip lever for the purlin, and you can see there's a good alignment there, but because of this offset, then I have to remove the plywood. And it's a good tight fit. For us, I think the idea is that we will set these large beams wall to wall, set up this cleat, the proper offset, and with our layout, centerline layout, we'll do all these mortises up in the air off a scaffold. And the trick for us will be, if there's any irregularity on the side of the beam, giving a slight scribe to the ends of these. But the idea is we'll set up all the purlins on one side and then bring the next beam in and do the mortises for that end. And then we'll glue them together. But this is a great tool. The gauge of the mortise and tenon is very suitable for this type of treatment. Okay, that's it for now.